Today I finally conquered my nemesis. Kind of. About a year ago, I got into the RC crawling hobby. I didn't want to jump straight into the 1/10 scale, so I started with a TRX4m, an 18th scale crawler. I eventually picked up a warthog chassis and started tinkering. Thanks to some amazing content creators, I learned things like tuning shocks, experimenting with tire foams, axle widths, and building my own backyard course. Key City Hobby in Frederick, Maryland is my local spot, and they have an obstacle I've never completed, the infamous waterfall climb. Even the staff warns people not to try it when they rent their trucks. And every time I attempted it with my warthog, total failure. But that challenge pushed me deeper. I used limit straps, put on weights, developed a custom aluminum printed chassis, and I even filled my front tires with steel balls and no foam, which was kind of crazy. But I kept refining and testing. Eventually at my home setup, I hit a 65-degree climb and thought, okay, this is it. And so I went back to Key City on a quiet Monday, tried a few lines, figured out where the traction was, and finally, I made the climb. Well, sort of. The waterfall hadn't been turned on yet, but honestly, that was enough for me. I told myself if I ever made that climb in 1/18 scale that I'd get something in a 1/10. Instead, I picked up the SCX30, which is an amazing platform, and I've been diving into more builds and videos since. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Check out the links in the description, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.